Hey y'all, welcome back to the Triple C Effect. This is Christ Cooking and Conversations with your girl, Candace. In today's video, I'll be making a gluten-free, dairy-free vanilla cake. So in a separate bowl you're gonna have to mix your dry ingredients. For this recipe, you will need 2 cups of gluten-free flour, a cup of sugar, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and an 1/8 teaspoon of salt. Because I do not have a 1/8 teaspoon of salt measurement, I just kind of estimated how much it would be. I know it's smaller than 1/4 of a teaspoon, so I just put a little bit of salt in my hand and just kind of sprinkled it into the dry ingredients. So once I do that, I mixed it all together. In another bowl, you're going to put your wet ingredients, which are 3 eggs, 3/4 cup of light oil. For this, I use vegetable oil, 3/4 cup of milk, and to make it dairy free, I did almond milk instead. And then I used 2 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract. And once you get all the ingredients into the bowl, you're going to mix it. Once you get all your ingredients in the bowl, you're going to pour the wet ingredients to the dry ingredients and then mix it. And then you're going to pour it into your greased pans. And then I'm just evening it out with a spoon, just because this is going to be a layered cake. And I don't want the cake to be too uneven. We'll have to cut out most of the cake from when you try to even it out for the bottom one and the top cake. And I will link the recipe that I got this from. This is not my recipe. I'm going to go ahead and say that. I found it online from this lady and it turned out to be really good. So check the link down below for accurate measurements and for the original recipe. So the oven setting is going to be 350. And then you just want to set your timer to remember to take it out. And this is what it's going to look like when you take it out. And then when you flip it out of the cooling and flip it out onto the cooling rack. So now I'm working on the cream cheese frosting. And now I've put in, for the frosting, you need 8 ounces of cream cheese, a 1/4 cup of softened butter, 2 cups and 1/4 of a cup of powdered sugar, and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. But because I felt like the cake was sweet enough, I did not put the powdered sugar. I did try to sprinkle in a little bit of sugar, but I didn't want the cream cheese frosting to be too sweet. I just wanted it to balance out the cake. So when I took a bite of my birthday cake, I just wanted the cake to be sweet and the frosting, I guess, to be just to kind of mix well together and not be overly sweet, if that makes sense. Once you're finished mixing it, you're going to get your plate and you're going to put the icing onto the bottom part of the cake, and you're going to frost it. And then you're going to put the top one on and use the rest of the icing to cover it. Once I finished frosting it, we just bought some sprinkles from the store and just sprinkled it on top, just to, have some type of decoration on it. I could have did the frosting a different color, but I didn't, just because when I tried to do it on the side before I put it all in there to get the right color, it didn't taste good because I didn't have sugar in my frosting. So I just left it plain, and yeah. And this is what the cake looks like. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoy this recipe.